There are two kinds of awakening. Maybe more, but the most common, the most known is the spiritual awakening. But we also have our natural awakening. And because the spiritual one is the best known, what happens next after you awaken, because the awakening actually has nothing to do with spirituality, it's just in the moment. And awakening actually means that you are connected with your consciousness. The moment you get connected, that's the awakening. And what happens next is that most people are almost forced into spirituality because there is the most knowledge about consciousness and enlightenment, etc., etc. But when you can stay out of spirituality, like my path, I got conscious through insights, nightly insights. It only took 12 months and it showed me everything. And I didn't know what the difference was. And it took me 6 years to resolve that question. And the biggest difference is, and that's actually also the biggest problem in spirituality, is that the mind keeps interfering. Because the spiritual path doesn't teach you how to control the subconscious memory. But the mind actually doesn't do anything, it's just a messenger. Every reaction, every thought comes out of our subconscious memory. Through the natural path of insights, and I didn't meet anyone yet with the same experience, but through that path, and that path shows you everything you have to know. You only have to release, no accumulation of anything, only releasing of what isn't yours and what isn't truth. But after that, I think after 8 months, I started to get control of my subconscious memory. And the mind attached to the subconscious memory shifted from the subconscious to our intuition, because our intuition is the base of our human consciousness. There is the biggest difference. In the spiritual consciousness or even enlightenment, because that's just a state you can stay in for a short time because it's not livable. But that state even has the mind controls your life, even in that state, because when you step out of that state, the mind starts controlling again. In the human consciousness, the pure, natural, untouched consciousness, there is control over the subconscious memory. The subconscious memory is actually back to its original position, and that is storage of memory, processed memory, nothing more, nothing less. And you are in control of your subconscious memory. I don't know if you know someone who has control over his subconscious memory, but it is possible. And that is the pure, natural, human, conscious state. There's no spirituality on my part. There was no spirituality, nothing, because I didn't know spirituality. And I didn't have the time to get into spirituality. So that was my luck, because I regained my pure natural consciousness.